Welcome back to another episode of The John, your daily sports dump, where we plunge into the sports world. We are a sports pipeline for breaking news, game recaps, and the hottest takes in the sports industry. So by taking care of business, let us suss out the details and fill you in on what's happening. So take a seat, get comfortable, and make sure you have plenty of TP. It's time to explode the commode. I'm your host, John, and today I'm going to give you guys 3 NFL sort of mid-season hot takes that I have for you. My first take: Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson are already turning the Bears into a legit playoff team. Let me list off some stats for you guys for Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, 1,179 yards. By the way, is on pace to become the first 4,000-yard passer in Bears history if he continues this. Has 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Completion percentage of 61. Yards per attempt, 7.4 is up from last year. I think he was at 6.1 from last year. 10 sacks this year. Compared to last year, he was averaging 4 sacks a game. This year, he's averaging 2. Rushing attempts. He's finally running. He has 28 attempts for 108 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. And something that I really want to focus on, in the first half, Caleb Williams is not great. He has 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. In that second half, in the fourth quarter specifically, he has 4, not specifically in the fourth quarter, he has 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He is a second half player, and something that I really want to focus on is the improvement. He's been a lot more aggressive, but he's also been smarter, taking his checkdowns. He hasn't been holding on to the ball as long as he was prior. He's making the right reads. He is trusting in his receivers, and a big thing that I really want to focus on, that game on Monday night, Matt Eberflus would not have won that game. Ben Johnson won that game. Coaching won that game. Ben Johnson knows how to keep his players in the game, fired up, and keep on playing for their team. That's something that Matt Eberflus and a lot of the prior Chicago coaching staffs did not and were not able to master. That's something that Ben Johnson has mastered in, I would say, 3 games. That Raiders game is a game they shouldn't have won, and they won because of Ben Johnson. And Caleb Williams, if he keeps his stats up, is projected to throw 39 touchdowns. And people who are saying who are saying he is not a legit quarterback in this league, you are wrong. Legit quarterbacks in this league throw 39 touchdowns and over 4,000 yards, and that's something that Caleb is on pace to do. Caleb Williams will be a top 10 quarterback by the end of the NFL season. He only has 2 interceptions. People are comparing him already to Drake May and saying Drake May is better than him. Drake May has 1 more touchdown than him. When did 1 touchdown make someone so much better than someone else? I think Caleb Williams is we've seen him progress throughout this small sample size of 6 games, and he's going to continue to impress and get better throughout the game. My next take: Bijan Robinson is the best player in football, period. He is the best running back. He's the best player in the NFL, and I got some stats to back it up for you guys. 83 rush attempts, 484 yards. That's almost 6 yards a carry. 2 rushing touchdowns, and 1 receiving touchdown with 24 receptions and 38 yards. He doesn't have too many touchdowns, only 3. Guys, in 6 games though, through 6 weeks, he has 822 total scrimmage yards. Process that for a little bit. Through 5 games, he has 822 scrimmage yards. That is insane. I think, and this could be an argument. I think he could have a better season than Saquon did last year. I think he could break the rushing record. I really think he could. He just rushed for 170 yards on 18 carries. Yes, right, you have an 81-yard run, that helps. Still, 18 carries, he did that. There is no way that this dude can't. He already has, 484 rushing yards, not bad. But he almost has 1,000 scrimmage total yards. And we are not even halfway through the season. I think he should be right in these MVP conversations. He's had over 100 scrimmage yards in every game. And, guys, in the pregame interview, their coach, Raheem Morris, on this Peter Scrandenberg, I think is how you say his name, came on the Pat McAfee show and was talking about how he interviewed Raheem Morris. And Raheem Morris said they have 7 and kept on prefacing number 7 who is Bijan Robinson. and was saying Bijan is someone we model everything back. Bijan is in screenplays. Bijan is motion, running back, right? He is their offense. He is how you get Drake London involved, how you get Kyle Pitts involved, how you get all of these, right, Darnell Mooney's of the world involved, how you get these Tyler Algiers. You can have Bijan Robinson out wide and Tyler Algier in the backfield. That's how great Bijan Robinson is. He could be a wide receiver in this league. That's how elite and how straight and how great his footwork is. He's the best player in the NFL, and I think he could be and should be considered for the MVP award. But I don't think he's the MVP favorite. The MVP favorite is my next talking point, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, right, has had a great bounce-back story. After a rough go in Cleveland, then in Carolina, then a game in L.A., sort of found himself. He signs with the Buccaneers and has a great, really good, I would say, top 10 quarterback in the NFL for the past few years. And this year he is the top 1 quarterback in the NFL. I think he's the best quarterback in the NFL, and the numbers back it up. 1,500 yards through the air, 12 touchdowns, 1 interception, does not turn the ball over, a 66% completion percentage, an average yard per attempt of 7.9, a passer rating of 108.5, and guys, a game that might not get talked about a lot is because he didn't have throw it for as many touchdowns. Seattle, 29 of 33, so not only is he insanely efficient, 380 yards, 2 touchdowns. Guys, he does not turn the ball over, and something that I want to talk about is he makes winning plays. If you guys were watching that game last week against the 49ers, then Bucs needed a first down to really win and ice this game. Baker Mayfield breaks a sack, makes a physical run, dives, leans, gets the ball across the first yard line, and puts the Bucs in great formation. That's something that MVPs and winners do, and we've seen Baker Mayfield do that this whole year. Gets hurt on a Thursday night football game and stands up right away acting like nothing ever happened and starts talking trash on Monday Night Football, week 2 against the Houston Texans. Gets up, is hurt, gets up, and talks his trash. Baker Mayfield has not only elevated his play, he has elevated the Buccaneers' play. The Buccaneers are one of the best teams in the league, and I think could be competing in the Super Bowl. I really think that's how great they are. They're doing this with backups and backups and backups at the wide receiver position right now, and their whole offense. Baker Mayfield's wide receiver 1 right now, looking on the roster, is Sterling Shepard and Tez Johnson, a 7th-round pick, and Sterling Shepard, who is nothing great, who's not terrible, but he's a very serviceable wide receiver. That's his wide receiver 1 right now. And he's doing this all without Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Emeka Egbuka. He is doing this by himself. Oh, and he's also down his top running back in Bucky Irving. Yeah, he still has Rashid White, but that's no Bucky Irving. He is depleted of weapons, and this would be a case where most people would make arguments for him and saying once he gets his stars back, he's going to be back to that superstar level. He's playing like an MVP right now with minimal talent around him. Imagine what he's going to do with this talent around him. We already have seen that Emeka Egbuka connection with Baker Mayfield. Now you add Mike Evans back in the mix. Now you put a Chris Godwin back in the mix. Now you still have a Sterling Shepard at your 4. Like, this team is so great, and you guys know how I feel about the MVP voting. It is so backed, so big on team success. If the Buccaneers stay successful, Baker Mayfield's winning the MVP. He's also has led multiple fourth-quarter comebacks this year, which is another thing. That's what winners do, right? Caleb Williams has done that in his career. He's led, right, they might not win, but he has led fourth-quarter drives to tie the game, to win the game, right? That's what winners do. And he doesn't have sort of the hype that Bijan has with all the highlight reel plays, right? Baker Mayfield's not a crazy, flashy quarterback. He does everything amazing. He makes a great read. If he doesn't have a ball or a guy open, he'll take the run, right? Throws it out when he needs to. Doesn't take bad sacks. Like, Bijan makes a lot of more highlight reel plays, right? That rushing touchdown, you're not going to see a dude break a tackle like that on the sideline ever. I mean, how Bijan was able to do that and then continue to stay in bound is something that is, you cannot teach that. You cannot teach what Bijan did. But, guys, Caleb Williams and this Bears team led by Ben Johnson is going to be a legit playoff team this year. The hype is real, and this hat proves it. I don't know if they're going to win the Super Bowl. I don't think they are, but they will be a legit contender this year. And there's a whole new culture change with that, with Ben Johnson. Bijan Robinson, best player in the NFL. And finally, Baker Mayfield, guys, is the MVP of the league and will win the MVP. And I could arguably say unanimously with how well he's playing and that's not even an indictment on how the rest of the league is playing at quarterback. That's just how great Baker Mayfield is playing. But guys, thanks for tuning in today's episode where I give you guys 3 hot takes about the NFL season so far. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss another episode. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for sports updates and hot takes in real time. Join me next time on The John, your daily sports dump, where we'll be stocking the lake with brown trout and fresh sports info. Until then, keep your game face on and stay regular. This is The John.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 35, 45 minutes. Somebody open the window.